What is going on today, guys? This is the Evil here. We're going to be playing a little bit of Call of Duty Ghost on the map Warmrack. We will be using the AK-12 with silencer and foregrip on it. Lethal would be IEDs, no secondaries, no tacticals. We have quick draw, sleight of hand, ready up, scavenger, fully loaded, and hardline on this class. Kill streak setup would be the dog, the attack chopper, and the attack hind. But basically, guys, this is what's going on here. I know I've been on the scene for a while. Basically, the gist of the conversation here is I kind of got bored with, the Call of Duty series, with playing Xbox in general. Because, the 360 really didn't have a lot to it. It was to get on in game. You could watch your movies and things like that, but there really wasn't a lot there. So, I just basically went to my computer and started playing a lot of Minecraft, running some Minecraft servers, things like that. That really didn't turn out that fun for me either, so, basically what I've done is, the Xbox One released. I got an Xbox One, got used to it, finally figured out how to hook up my cap card and everything to it. For those of you guys that are wondering, I do have the HD PVR2 with the Blue Snowball recording mic. But, from there, basically, guys, this is, the generality is, I came back. I'm a console gamer. I love console gaming. PC gaming to me isn't that fun. Like, there's a lot you can do on Minecraft. There's a lot that you can have fun with. But it's not something that I look to do on a regular basis. But, getting back to the main point here is, the reason why I went with the 360 versus the PlayStation 4. I did have both of them, and I actually got rid of my PlayStation 4. The PlayStation just wasn't a console for me. So let's kind of dip into the pros and cons as my decision on why I made it. For those of you guys that, are still debating on which of the two consoles you're going to buy, I would personally suggest the Xbox One. The reason for that is the Xbox One, yes, all the features are not available for it yet, but it's a functioning system. Right now, and yes, I understand when the PlayStation 4, after they release all the patches and the hotfixes and everything for it, it will be a good console. But my main thing behind it is I spend a lot of my time, especially during the week, I spend a lot of my time on Netflix. I spend a lot of my time on the social media apps and everything like that. So, I don't really spend a lot of time gaming. I get my gameplays, as I said a commentary a while back, I get a lot of my gameplays from just generally just running on my 3 days off. And just, I'll get enough gameplays for a week. And then you render everything out, upload it 1 day a week. But that's how I do it. And with the PlayStation 4, the connectivity just wasn't where the Xbox is. Like with the Xbox, they're using the dedicated cloud servers now. The dedicated cloud servers are pretty much there. It's a better setup and a better conclusion system just for what Xbox is looking to use it for. Because, it's a P2P networking system. It's a secure P2P networking system. And you don't have to really worry about, connectivities or errors or anything like that on the actual console side itself. That dude just got fucked up. But, and that's what gaming should be. If you have the dedicated cloud servers, it's going to help you out a lot more because it's going to save the company more money that they can pass along to their clients. And it's also going to save the clients a lot of frustration because when you have the dedicated server systems like that, it allows for a better connectivity to the game and allows for the gameplay itself to be a lot better. And that's why you're seeing a lot of the kills that you see me get in my games are, 2 to 3 bullet kills. My aim is spot on. I have a decent aim on the game. I know where to put the bullets at, when to put the bullets there. So it is beneficial in the fact that I can actually do what I want to do. Like there, it was a hip fire. And bullets landed where I wanted them to and everything worked the way it was supposed to. But, when it comes down to the generality of, the way the PlayStation's going, PlayStation, yes, it has a better console. Itself, the console is a lot better. It has a lot more features to it. It'll keep up with the ages. It's made to keep up for the next 5, 6, 7 years before another major update needs to happen. The Xbox, on the other hand, it's not made to keep up that long. But the good thing about the Xbox is they'll release that small base system, and it is enough so that it can keep up with the graphics engines. Like, I'm glad that they did switch over to the Blu-ray player. Granted, the Blu-ray player is a Sony product. But I'm glad that they did go ahead and do that, and they did find a way to integrate that Blu-ray player into the 360. Some of the features that are negatively on the 360 is the fact that there is no, like, the marketplace right now does not download your old games. They're fixing that, but it doesn't. You know, all the games that you buy from the online service and things like that. And by the way, guys, for those of you guys don't know, you can go through that building and go into the center. I saw someone run in there, so that's why you saw me toss my ID over there, and you'll see it works in just a minute. But what you'll catch a lot of is you'll have, like, especially on the 360, you'll have where, you know, they negative things against the 360. You will have the, for those of you guys that have Turtle Beaches, they are releasing updates to the Turtle Beaches, but they have not gotten to that point yet. So they're releasing a converter that's going to convert from the old microphone style to the new microphone style. Personally, you know, I've had my Turtle Beaches for a few years now, so I will be updating to either the new Astros or the new Beaches whenever they do release those, which is Turtle Beach is early March. They're releasing some preliminary models for like $159, $159.99. They'll be releasing those in February, which I will probably wind up getting a set of those because I do enjoy playing and talking with my friends while I have my surround sound environment on. It just, of course, it helps you play better as long as you learn how to use that system and you learn how to adequately use the Turtle Beaches, then you're not going to have an issue with it. But, you know, getting into more of the cons of the Xbox 360, the Kinect sensor itself, it's got its bugs. They need to release an update to the Kinect sensor. And what I mean by that is the audio for, like, when you're talking to it, it does, like, it picks up some things it's not supposed to, and then it picks up some things that it's not supposed to. So, and that's a reload fail there. But ultimately, you know, the reason why I say that as a pro and a con is because, like, let's say for instance you're watching a movie or something, you've laid your controller down, don't know exactly where you put it, but you got to get up and use the bathroom. So you get up, you say Xbox pause, and it doesn't detect it. Like right now, me just saying that, I have my Xbox turned on and it did actually detect that. But saying that, you know, it's just enough so that, you know, when you have the noise of the game playing, it doesn't pick up the other thing. Another bad thing about it is when you're actually, like, let's say for instance you're in a party chat with someone, you're talking through the Kinect, and they're saying Xbox. Every time they say that, it detects it. And let's say you're in the middle of a game. Now it's detecting that, and in your game, now you can't function in your game because you have to say Xbox stop listening for it to actually stop listening. So, you know, it's just a couple of different little features there that are negatively. Now, as for the PlayStation 4, it just in itself, I had it for like 2.5 days. It did not do anything that I wanted it to do. It just basically just sat there, and I turned it on once, spent about an hour to 2 hours trying to get it to connect to the store alone. Once I finally got it to connect to the PlayStation Store, and I did have it on a DMZ for those of you guys that are wondering, but once I finally got it connected to the PlayStation Store, I couldn't connect to online services. You do have to pay for the PlayStation membership now. It's $10 a month, same as your Xbox. But if I'm going to pay for a service, I'm going to pay for a service that is actually a quality service. So that got me thinking to the fact of, I prefer Xbox's controller. I prefer, this is just personal opinion at this point, I prefer that controller. I prefer all of that. So I'm going to go with the system that I prefer on a regular basis over a system that I don't. And so that's another reason why I got rid of the PlayStation, just because the reason why I got rid of it instead of keeping it and just waiting for the updates is there's people looking for them. I'm not going to use it, so let me go ahead and just take it back and allow someone else that wants this system to be able to have the ability to have it. And that was my whole thing behind getting rid of it. But, you know, ultimately, would I use the console now? No. I would never use the console. So I'm an Xbox person. Xbox One has admitted that. But anyway, guys, there you go. Just a quick little gameplay there to talk about the differences that I noticed in between the two. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.